which was really fun. Heap of people tuning in. So yeah, we're going to do another session today, scheduled session. So what we're going to do is, this is your chance to get your water bottle, get your towel, get your workout area all set and ready, and make sure you share this video because we want more people joining in to do this session. So we're going to cut to a few ads, be back in 2 minutes, and this is your chance to fill the water bottles up and get ready for the session. See you soon.
It is now more important than ever to get your flu jab this year. The flu vaccine won't protect you from COVID-19, but it will help protect you, your family and community from the flu. The flu is also a virus that can make people sick, and we want to make sure this is one less virus we don't have to fight. If you are sick with the flu, your body will be weaker and won't be able to recover from COVID-19 as well, as it would if you were healthy. To help prevent the spread, our local clinics will be trying things differently. This may include having a drive-through clinic outside your local Aboriginal medical service, pop-up vaccine clinics with the mobile flu van, or in-home visits. Make sure you keep an eye out for the dates, times and locations of the flu clinics. We'll be posting them on our Facebook pages over the coming weeks. For more info about COVID, keep following the Deadly Choices Facebook page. You can also call your health service or call 13 Health for advice.
Healthy habits are the best way to keep you operating at 100%, so maintain a healthy diet and try to keep active as much as possible. Remember, good eating habits are a deadly choice.
So there are some people in the community who are more vulnerable to COVID-19 than others. And that can include people whose immune system is already depleted. It can include people who are on certain medications which reduce their immune response. It can also include people who have certain infections already, and COVID-19 can increase their risk. And it can also include people who've had cancer treatments, as well as people whose own immune systems for some reason may not be working as efficiently as it should. And we have a duty, particularly not to expose those people to unnecessary risk.
And we're back. Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we gather on today. Pay my respects to elders past and present. Big Dave, exciting session today. You got planned for us?
Yeah, mate. We got the card game today, so it's a time to mix it up a little bit and make it a bit more interactive for those at home.
And who do we have training us today?
So we've got another two of our elite athletes. We got our Olympic weightlifter, Brandon, and our elite level softball player, Janice.
And how was the session this morning? I mean, Minister Moores, he looked like he was doing it tough there at the start, but he pushed through.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried for him. I thought we might have to call the health minister on the health minister this morning for a second. So he was a bit red, but he pulled through. He toughened up, tied up his laces, and he put in a good effort. So I'm really proud.
Yeah, nice to hear. Well, tell us a bit about the session, and we'll kick off pretty soon.
Yeah, perfect. So guys, as we always know, all of our exercises are just going to be generalised. So if you have any issues at home or you've got any other concerns, I make sure that you've modified these. If you need any additional help, always talk to our doctors and our allied health professionals as well. As we always do back here at DC Fit, we've got our two different variations of all of our exercises. So picking one of our ambassadors and working your way through with those. Today's session is going to be a card game. So what we're going to do, Nate and I are going to pick out some cards, and that's going to represent what exercise we're going to do. So I will explain those as we're going through, but we're going to go through for 4 5-minute rounds. So 20 minutes, a really hard exercise. I'm sure you're putting in your best effort. And if you're not quite keeping up with our guys on the screen, that's okay. But if you're working faster than our guys on the screen too, keep going until we get up to the next one. So it's just all about doing the best that you can at home.
Yeah, nice. Also, everyone watching at home, send in your questions or words of encouragement. We'll answer them as best we can. So great to see everyone tuning in. Shano there, Kylie. But yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in, sending your questions. But also, we've been getting a lot of great photos and videos of everyone at home, doing the sessions and getting involved. And I guess this is just a great opportunity, to do some stuff with, exercise with family.
Absolutely. It's a really great opportunity. Like we always talk about, doesn't matter if you can't always literally see your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, and that sort of stuff. You can still connect. You can do these sessions with them if they're in Cairns or the Gold Coast or Mount Isa. It doesn't matter where they are. We can still get involved, and we can do it with our community, which is really important. These are trying times.
Yeah, and like we talked about, it's always good to have modified exercises as well if you're not up to standard. Like Scott Prince this morning, he wasn't really up to our standards, but he did his best and did a few modified exercises.
Yeah, absolutely. So Janice and Brandon, they're going to be working their way through. One's going to do what we call like our level 1, and then one's going to do our more advanced level 2, and then they're going to swap over as well. So picking a partner, working your way through with our guys on the screen, and just trying to challenge yourself. And like we always say, if you can't quite keep up, that's perfectly fine. Doing the best that you can at home.
Too easy. All right, let's
All right.
do it.
Let's get stuck into the warm-up first, I reckon, guys. So first off, 10 calf raises for us. That's it. So with our calf raises, really trying to make sure we're going up onto our big toe. So trying to keep the weight up the inside of our foot and going up at the big toe is going to help you prevent yourself from rolling those ankles when you're out doing bushwalks or playing footy or basketball, landing down on the ground unevenly. Up after that, then we're going to get into 10 squats. So with our squats, I'm trying to get down as low as possible. We probably can't always get down as low as Brandon. Being an Olympic weightlifter, this is what he does quite a lot of. So just going through the best you can. So trying to keep those knees above your toes and not letting those knees go past, and keeping your back up nice and straight through the whole movement. Geez, these guys had a bit of nice timing going on there.
Got our Uncle Marshall tuning in too, and no doubt he's probably doing some of these exercises at home.
That's it, Uncle Marshall. We expect good things from you, mate. And then so we've got 20 ankle taps next. So laying down on our backs. There we go. That's it. Leaving those feet on the ground and just going side to side. So making sure that our shoulder blades are up off the ground. That engages a lot more of the core muscles and is going to make it a bit more challenging.
Got to make a big shout out to all the mob down in Tassie too. Kazza there saying it's tough to. They've got family up in Cairns and they're going to miss out on a visit this year. But yeah, definitely tough times, and good to see everyone tuning in from all around Australia.
Absolutely. 10 bridges is next. So while we're down there, I'm having your feet about shoulder width apart and then pushing down through the heels and lifting those hips up off the ground. Super important that we're not pushing through your toes. You don't want to put too much pressure on that bottom part of your feet, and all the pressure should be coming down through the heels in this one. And then so after we've done these bridges, then we're going to roll over and then do 5 push-ups. So we've got 10 bridges here. Trying to keep those hips nice and level. You don't want one side being more dominant than the other. Otherwise, you're going to start walking around like a duck, walking around in a big circle. All right, so 5 push-ups each. So we'll count these out for the guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up on your feet, 15 seconds of shadow boxing. Janice doing a little inchworm in there for good measure as well. All right, 15 seconds of shadow boxing. Off you go. So Brandon, show us what you got here, mate.
One thing we didn't mention that the guys did before the session was sanitize and wipe down the mats and any equipment that we're using. We'll also do that after the session as well.
Absolutely. Super important that we go through this. I've got to make sure I'm all doing our bits in these complicated times. All right, that's your 15 seconds. And I'm just going to roll through that one more time. So 10 calf raises again for us, guys. So up onto that big toe, keeping the weight on the inside of your feet. So Brandon, just trying to straighten your feet up a little bit. That's the way. Much better. All right, so for those of us who are at home, if you can get someone to take a photo of you doing your exercises, I'll make sure that you are sharing them, tagging Deadly Choices in there, and then getting that out to your social medias, and then that can be a chance that you can go into the draw to win some of our Deadly Choices merchandise as well.
Also, I don't know if you remember, but we're also on TikTok too.
Oh, TikTok.
Yes.
What can you tell me about that, Nathan?
Well, it just started last week, Deadly Choices TikTok, and we went viral. We chucked up a video last week, went really well. So we're going to give an opportunity for community members to be, make it onto our page and be featured. So got a few ideas up the sleeve. Some of the ambassadors are very excited to be a part of it. Show off their dance move. We had Petro yesterday with Tori. That was pretty funny. But Uncle Steve, he still takes the cake with our first video. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
That's it. A man who had so much rhythm on the footy field. It just doesn't translate to the dance floor, does it? All right, so these guys are working on their bridges here. Up next, we go through to the 5 push-ups. So they've done really well. That's it. So keep working. Get those last couple out there, guys. And then 15 seconds of the faster shadow boxing. Brandon, I want to see that faster this time, mate. Olympic weightlifting didn't quite work out for you. Now you're trying the Olympic boxing. All right, off we go. At 15 seconds, fast. I say those of us at home are trying to get your feet moving up and down, get that whole body working. This is going to get that heart rate up just before we start the other solid workout. So what we're going to do for our workout, it's going to be a 5-minute rounds, and we're going to try to keep up with the ambassadors on the screen. But if they're going a bit slow for you, make sure you let us know, and make sure you're just putting in your best at home as well.
I think they're pretty warm now.
Yeah.
I'd be hurting if I was doing that.
That's why you're over here with me,
If
Nathan.
I'm over here.
There's a reason we got you talking and not exercising, mate. That's why Scotty was up there on the big show before. All right. So for our first round, our hearts are for level 1, which is going to be, Brandon's going to be doing level 1 for the first round, is going to be our mountain climbers. And then for bear crawls is going to be our level 2 exercise. Our diamonds is going to be a supine, a single limb raise, which Brandon will show us as we get started. And then Janice is going to do a kick and clap. Our clubs cards are going to represent, for Brandon, a push-up on his knees. And then for Janice is going to be a side-to-side push-up. And then spades is going to be a squat hold. And then Janice is going to be doing squat pulses. So for example, if I got a 7 of spades, 3 times a 7 is a 21. So Janice is going to be doing a 21 squat pulses while Brandon holds that position. Are we ready, guys? All right. Our first card up is the 7 of spades, as we talked about. All right. 21 squat pulses, Janice, and Brandon's going to hold that squat. So start that timer for us, Rob. Off we go. Perfect. So Brandon's going to be holding that squat, trying to get that little bit lower, so trying to get those knees down to 90 degrees, keeping that back up nice and straight, while Janice is doing those squat pulses.
Yeah, we always talk about the importance of stretching and warming up. PJ always talks about it. It's going to prevent us with any injuries or any soreness.
Yep. 3 of clubs. So we've got 3 side-to-side push-ups for Janice, and then 3 push-ups on the knees for Brandon.
This is pretty quick.
So we're going to fly through this, I reckon. So these guys are going to be working hard. It should be a good high-intensity exercise. Nate, do you want to...
Oh, you go.
Next card?
You go, because you keeping that social distancing.
Yeah, true.
I'm all over this.
I was just
social
testing you, mate.
distancing.
You've been doing social distancing your whole life, I've heard.
I have, pretty much.
All right, so the next card is a 3 of hearts. So we're going to do 3 mountain climbers and then 3 bear crawls. So what we're going to do for the mountain climbers is Brandon's just going to be continuing while Janice is going to do her 3 laps up and back. So for you, you mob at home, just working as hard as you can and just doing your bear crawls through your living rooms or your backyard or wherever you're tuning into DC Fit today.
Great work,
Perfect.
Janice. Keep it up.
That's it. And then Janice is there almost. That's it. And it's done. All right, our next one is our 7 of clubs again. So we're going to have our side-to-side push-ups. So 7 side-to-side push-ups for Janice, and then 7 push-ups on the knees for Brandon. I need to figure out what's a club and what's a spade. We're all learning new skills here at DC Fit. Don't worry about that.
If you're at home training as well, watching the guys do the session, let us know in the comments box.
That's it. Make sure you're sharing those photos with us too, guys. Perfect. So keep going, Janice. That's the way.
Great work, Janice.
That's it. Dig in deep. All right. So now we've got a jack of hearts. So that's going to be 10 bear crawls for Janice, and then Brandon's going to be doing his mountain climbers while we're waiting. So when we're doing our bear crawls, trying to keep that bunty down nice and low. So Janice trying to keep it a little bit lower, keeping those knees close to the ground, and you're almost just like you're doing a GI goanna. So you're just gliding over the try line. That's probably a little bit easier when you got 60,000 people screaming your name, I think.
Yeah. Got Denisha said, great work, guys.
That's, you know, if you're keeping Denisha happy, then you're
Doing
doing
well,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the king of clubs up next. So we got the side-to-side push-ups. So 10 side-to-side push-ups for Janice, and then 10 push-ups on the knees for Brandon.
How did my ID get in there?
That's it. So if we have to modify these, that's okay, because all the mob at home are probably starting to struggle too. So if you're finding you started off on level 2, but then you can't quite keep up, dropping back to level 1 and just doing the best technique that you can. As we can see there with Brandon, he's keeping a nice straight line from his knees all the way through his hips up to his shoulders. There we go. And so Janice just has a couple more to go. So Brandon, we're going to get you to keep going, because I'm here at DC Fit and no one gets left behind.
That's it. Good work, Brandon. Come on, Janice, you can do it.
That's it. Dig in deep, Janice.
Dig in deep.
It's the bottom of the 9th. There's a fly ball going over the fence. You got to run to get it. Oh, it's lucky softball goes to 7 apparently. Well, I tried.
And I play first base.
I'm the catcher.
Yeah.
All right, ace of spades. So one squat hold for Brandon, and then 3 squat pulses for Janice. So a nice easy one to let you recover before we get back to the chest again. Perfect. All right, so get it moving nice and fast. We've got a 7 of hearts here. So bear crawls again, Janice. So straight back on your 7 bear crawls, and then your mountain climbers while Janice is working her way through that for us, guys. That's it. So that's 2 laps for Janice. That's it. I keep that intensity up nice and fast, Brandon. I know cardio is not a weightlifter's favourite thing.
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm all you mob at home. Absolutely pushing hard. It's great to see.
Yep.
Ace of clubs is up next. So 1 side-to-side push-up, Janice. This should be nice and easy for you. All right, and then after this, then we're done. 1, and we're done. All right, perfect, guys. Get a breather in.
Good work, guys. Good work.
Great job. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to bit of a... get your drink in there. Make sure you're moving around doing an active recovery, but I don't just want to be staying stationary, so make sure you keep moving.
Walk around the living room.
That's the way, walking around our little 1.5 confined space we got here for our guys in the studio. All right.
While keeping that social distancing.
Absolutely. Very important we practice those. All right, so our next round is, we're going to swap over. So for those of us who were doing a level 1 before, now Janice is going to do level 1. She's going to let those pecs recover after all those side-to-side push-ups she's just done, and then Brandon's going to take over with a level 2. So what we've got here for level 1 for hearts is an inchworm, which we've done before, and then our level 2 of that is going to be inchworm with the push-ups. Our diamonds are going to be a plank on your knees, and then our level 2 is going to be a 3-point plank. Nice. And then so when we're doing that, so Brandon's going to be doing... he's going to lift up an arm or a leg, and he's going to hold it for 3 seconds for each point on the card. So if he gets a 7 once again, it'll be 7 movements of his arms and legs, and then Janice is going to be holding a plank on her knees during that. Clubs is going to be a dip with a bent knees, so using the chairs we got in the studio here, and then for level 2 is going to be a dip, keeping those knees nice and straight, and then a spade's going to be a crab walk, and then for Brandon's going to be like a squatted crab walk. So he's going to be squatting down nice and low, and walking up and down that little track that Janice just made for her bear crawls. All right, guys, are we ready to go again? So 5 minutes, and our first card is a 2 of diamonds. So we're going to have a 3-point plank. So 2 limb raises for Brandon, and then Janice is just going to do 2 hold that position the whole time. That's it.
Nice.
That's the way. So when we're doing this at home, guys, I'm trying to keep those shoulders and that back nice and level. There we go. Brandon, so it was only 2, so you got away with that one. Nice and easy. All right. Up next, we're going to have a 4 of clubs. So what we're going to have is Brandon's going to be doing dips with a straight knee, so 4 dips, and then Janice is going to be doing her dips with a bent knee.
Nice. Good work, guys.
That's it. So keep that technique nice and strong. So Brandon's going to try to get as low as he can, trying to get that 90-90 bend out of those elbows at the back. So it's just 4 in total. Up next, we got a 6 of hearts. So for Brandon, inchworms with a push-up, and then Janice is just going to be doing our traditional inchworms. So 6 of those, guys. So 6. Yep, just like that. Brandon's going to go down, do the push-up. That's the way. So for mob at home, if you're going a bit faster than Brandon and Janice, that's great. See if you can challenge yourself, and see if you can fit a few more in. Or if you're not quite keeping up with our guys in the studio, that's perfectly fine, and just doing the best that you can. And that's all we ever ask here at DC Fit, is that you're doing the best that you possibly can. And then next week we'll try to get that little bit more.
Yep. We've got to start somewhere.
That's it. It all starts with the first step. All right, a 6 of clubs up again. So we're going back to dips. So 6 dips here. See if we can smash them out nice and fast. I try and race mob at home today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work, guys. All right, 8 of hearts. So straight back into those inchworms. So those arms are going to be burning after this.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad we're sitting here now?
Yeah. I'd be struggling.
All right, so these guys are doing great. So make sure, like we said before, about if you got someone there at home watching you, get them to take a picture. Share it on your social media for us as well. The more engagement we get, the better the program's going to be.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about it earlier that we had a family down in Victoria actually send some photos of the kids in the living room doing the session with Willie Tonga last week. Amazing to see. It's great to see them tuning in every week and every session as well. So if you are at home, send in your photo or video. Like I said, we've got Patrick Johnson just tuned in, so no doubt he's doing these sessions at home as well.
That's it. He'd want to be that fella.
He'd want to be, yeah.
All right. I guess what it is again, Janice. 8 of clubs. So we're back onto the dips.
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle the cards.
Yeah, shuffle.
All of you at home.
Only high
this
numbers
isn't
in this
fixed.
pack.
All right, good job. All right, what's this one going to be? 8 of spades. So now we're going to do the crab walks, okay? So Brandon's going to get down in that squatted crab walk, and Janice is just going to do one in like a tiny little mini squat. There we go. Off we go. So just walking through. If your lounge room's a bit bigger than our studio space, just I keep going up and back. Don't have to do 8 laps of your lounge room, because that could take you half an hour if you've got a lounge room the size of Nathan's. but just working to the same timing as these guys here. As you can see, Brandon's keeping his toes out nice and straight, which is perfect. The straighter our toes are, the more our bunty muscles, our glutes are going to be activated here.
This is how I walk to the fridge every night, just to burn a few calories off before I yeah, exactly right. Because there's no reason for me to go to the fridge so many times, but so I just need to burn a few calories before I get there.
That's it. Make an excuse out of that cheesecake. All right. So the Queen of Diamonds here. So we're back onto the planks. So Brandon's going to be doing 10 different limb raises, holding it for 3 seconds with each one. So like we talked about before, so Brandon's going to be trying to keep that back nice and straight. It's almost as if I'm going to be putting a glass of water between Brandon's shoulder blades. So he's doing really well here with his legs. We just need to focus a bit more on those arms. He's doing great. And then Janice, I reckon that a glass of water's sitting there perfectly. It's not moving at all. There we go. So this is going to be 8 with this one, and then once Brandon gets through his last 2 with his hands, that'll be our 10. All right. I reckon we can sneak in the last one.
Last one.
All right. A 2 of clubs. So dips. I finish on your 2 of dips, and then that'll probably do it for us, I reckon.
Great work.
All right. 1.
Just do 5 if you want.
2.
10. Easy from over here.
Actually, it was a 12. Yep.
Yeah. I'm sort of doing dips over here with you. I'm with you.
All right, guys. So have a drink. How are we tracking today? Is this session a bit harder or a bit easier than the previous ones we've done? Just the pecs?
Yeah. And next week we're going to be doing 5 sessions
of push-ups
through the week. Yeah,
just for Janice.
Every day.
All right, so I'll put those ones back. Now we're going to go back onto our first round. Okay. So Janice is going to be doing our level 2, and Brandon's going to be doing our level 1 again. I'll make sure I give him a shuffle. Janice was talking herself up before this session too.
Got
She
a few
was-
people tuning in. Ash Taylor from the Gold Coast Titans. Thanks for tuning in, brah. We had Ash on our Instagram Live last week having a chat to us, which was good, telling us about how he's staying fit and healthy at home. So thanks for tuning in, lad.
Are you guys ready to go? Mob at home, you ready to go?
Let's go.
Because it's about to happen.
You had your little break.
That's it. You got your drinks in. Now we're ready to go. All
Yeah,
right, so we're going to start off with a jack of clubs. So we're going to start off with the back to our dips. That's it. Straight back to the dips, guys. No, I'm on the wrong session, so straight on to the push-up. Sorry. This is what happens when you're not concentrating. Sorry about that. That's it. So as you can see there, Janice is just doing the best that she can, and that's all we ask from her. She's working super hard. So Brandon's smashing through it. Janice is getting that good side-to-side work, a workout there.
Brandon, any more push-ups, you're going to have shoulders like me.
You better stop then, mate. You don't
Yeah.
want shoulders like Nathan.
Shoulders like a snake.
Hey, that bar would snap you, I reckon. The Brandon's lifted. Right, so the Jack of Diamonds is up next, guys. So we've got our kick and clap for you, Janice, and just our single limb raise. So this is the first one this is our first Jack we've had, which is
Nice.
good. I mean, our first diamond we've had, sorry. Yep, a 10. That's it. And then so Brandon's just going to be doing a 5 on each side, and then swapping over, while Janice is getting up to her 10 claps. That's it. So Janice is working real hard here. As we can see, she's got her shoulder blades lifted up off the ground. She's got her back nice and flat on the ground, and she's got those feet. She's got those feet in a flutter kick there. All right, so now we've got our 5 of spades. So we're into our squat pulses. So Janice is going to do 15 squat pulses, while Brandon's going to be holding that squat pose. Alright, so Brandon's doing a great job there. He's in that 90-90 position through the knees and the hips. He's keeping his back up nice and straight with that little bit of a curve, so not too much. And Janice is absolutely flying through those. So now we're going to have 10 bear crawls. We got a Jack of Hearts. So 10 bear crawls for Janice, and continuous mountain climbers there for Brandon. That's it. So those reverse bear crawls are probably one of the hardest exercises we're going to have here at DC Fit, especially when you get up to number 10. As you can see there, Janice is doing really well, keeping her body nice and low to the ground, and just keeping that a good continuous movement. So challenging yourself. If you're doing the mountain climbers, just trying to get through as many as you possibly can. Trying to keep the knees going to your opposite elbows. Great job there. All right, so now we're up to the Jack of Spades. So Janice is going to do 30 squat pulses for us, while Brandon's going to hold that squat pose again. So this is going to be a challenging workout for Janice. She's starting to sweat, which is good. Getting that heart rate up. So the harder that we work during our DC Fit sessions, the better off we're going to be for the rest of the day. If you work at a higher intensity, it's our research is starting to come out that you're going to be burning off not just more fat during that exercise, but then actually more fat during the afternoon, and then even when you're sleeping, which is a great benefit as well. So Nathan, you better start working.
Yeah, I mean, all slow down. Which one?
All right, so 3 of hearts up here. So we've got 3 bear crawls for Janice, and as many mountain climbers as we can for Brandon.
Also find you probably find as well, if you don't exercise, you sometimes don't sleep that well too. I think for myself, when I exercise, I always sleep so much better. And I'll always we'll always get that 8 to 10 hours in.
Absolutely. Ace of spades here. So 3 pulse squats for Janice, and just that squat hold for Brandon. Yeah, absolutely. If we can get a good session in, it can help fatigue the body, which is then going to help you get to a better, deeper quality sleep, which is what we're really going for. 7 of hearts, Janice, back onto the bear crawls. That face says it all, ladies and gentlemen. She's excited. She's excited. I'm sure I'll be getting a phone call from your dad after this, so...
Good work.
That's it. Keep going. Keep that intensity up. You're absolutely smashing it today, guys. I reckon this is the fastest you've done those bear crawls there, Janice. All right. and you'll be happy again because now we're back onto the king of spades. So now we've got, that's it, 30 pulses again for Janice, so off we go. I see we're going to be getting a bunty like Kimmy K after this.
Yeah, great work,
That's
guys. Keep
20.
it going.
8, 9, 10. Perfect. A mob at home. I'm making sure you're trying to beat Janice through those as well. Our next one is a 5 of diamonds. So we're going to be having a 5 kick and claps for Janice, and then Brandon's just going to be working his way through with those leg raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Great job, Janice. Up next, I'm staying in that position, so we've got 3 more of our kick and claps there for Janice. And then that's going to finish us off for this round. So Janice, you've done both your level 2s, which is great. All right, so get a drink in. A mob at home. I'm making sure you're getting a drink. You're getting up. You're walking around your living room, walking around your backyard. You're getting the oxygen in. I'm opening up the ribs and opening up the lungs by going like that. Is going to help you get more oxygen into your muscles and into your brain, which is going to help you work harder for this last round.
Dave, also, it's very important to have appropriate footwear and exercise clothing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. It's not about having the brightest colours or the most expensive shoes in the shop. It's about getting a good quality fit for you and just having some comfortable exercise clothes. It doesn't have to be some of those big flashy brands. If you got some of our Deadly Choices shirts, they're what I exercise in when I go to the gym and when I go for runs, and they're just really good, a good quality, comfortable exercise clothes.
Yeah, nice.
It's just about you feeling comfortable. What you're doing.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, so we're going to have about 30 more seconds left of this little rest period. So make sure we keep moving around. I keep that heart rate up. I keep getting that big breaths in. And we're up to our last round. So our last 5 minutes worth of exercise for the day here, guys.
How are we feeling over there? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you're feeling good. Yeah, half.
Look, if Janice can floss, maybe there weren't enough side-to-side push-ups in that last one, I reckon. All right. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? All you mob at home, get ready. This is your last 5 minutes for the day. All right. Up first, we've got a 6 of hearts. So we've got inchworms with the push-ups for Brandon, and we just got inchworms for Janice. So 6 of those. Off we go. As you can see there, Brandon's dropping down, doing that push-up. If you're not quite up to that, I'm sticking with Janice and just doing our traditional inchworm as well. Just because you are doing a level 1, one exercise means you have to do all the level 1s. I'm trying to challenge yourself. And I'm trying to maybe pick, you might start off just by doing the first 2 inchworms here with Brandon doing the push-up and then doing a traditional one for the last 4. So just challenging yourself to get the best you can.
Yeah. All
right, our 6 of clubs is up next. So we got dips, so 6 dips. So Brandon's going to be doing it with straight legs. I'm trying to get that bunty as close to the ground as he can. I know he's only got little arms, so it's a long way to go for him. And then Janice is just doing it with our bent knees, which makes it a bit easier for us. Up next is our 8 of hearts. So straight back into our inchworms again. So his arms are going to be burning. More numb. That's a good thing. If you can't feel them, they don't hurt. Easy for us to say back.
Yeah, very easy for us to say over here. I can feel my neck a bit sore.
I'm a bit parched from all this talking, actually, Nathan. Better have a drink.
Always staying hydrated.
That's it. So, especially if we're spending a bit more time inside or just in your backyard doing the gardening, doesn't matter what type of physical activity it is, making sure we're getting enough fluid in. So trying to get at least our 2 litres each day. Perfect, great job there. All right, so our queen of clubs is going to be our dips again. So straight back onto those 10 dips for us, guys. I might just do a bit of a reshuffle
good chat.
Here for a second. Just to see if we can get some new
Good
exercises
chat,
up happening here. Can't even shuffle right today.
Let's go, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going.
All right, so a queen
Looking
of
good,
diamonds
Janice.
here. So now Brenda's going to be doing a 3-point plank, and Janice is going to be doing a plank on her knees.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's pretty hard from like the other side of the building because we're
Yeah.
trying to keep our social distancing. That's it. So mob at home, I'm making sure you are pretending there's a glass of water on your back and you're trying to keep those shoulders nice and level. That's much better, Brandon. All right, so we're going to go through another round for Brandon. So 4 to go. So that's 8.
If you have any feedback or ideas around some times you'd like to see DC Fit, we are aiming for the afternoons because we just think that it's going to be, we've got some feedback saying that the community have been liking the afternoon session, so...
2 dips. Yep, absolutely. So if you guys have any, even any suggestions on some exercises or some session plans, if you want to send them through to us, you might get your session shown here on DC Fit Live, which would be great to get that out there. Right, so now we've got our 4 of our clubs. So we've got 4 of our spades. So we've got our crab walks. There we go, Brandon. So getting down nice and low, keeping those toes pointed nice
work,
and straight
Brandon.
for us.
If you do send a photo or video in of you exercising, we might even invite you in to do a session with us live here in IUIH headquarters.
Yeah, that's it. Don't feel scared about doing that, though. You don't have to come in if you don't want to. It's only if you want to. So make sure you are sending through those photos. All right, so 4 of hearts, inchworms with push-ups again, guys. So 4 of those.
And only if you're invited as well, unlike Scott Prince just rocks up. I'm here to train. Going well, guys.
That's it. So there's not much time left here, guys. I say make sure you're really giving it all for your last 30 or 40 seconds here. All right, so we got our 6 of our spades again. I say back onto the crab walks for us, guys.
Also, big shout out to the production team, Rob and Jackson, unreal boys behind the scenes, putting this all together. And Ebony, you'll see Ebony soon in the TikToks. She's gonna go viral, don't worry.
She's been practicing her dance moves.
She has. We're collabing. We're going to be collabing at some stage.
All right, so our last exercise is going to be 8 of those again, guys. Let's see if we can smash them out, see if we can sneak it in before the time runs out. That's it,
Good
Brandon.
work,
So
guys.
getting lower. I feel that burn. That's the way, guys. Really dig in, mob at home. Make sure you're really giving it everything because this could be the last exercises you do today. Making sure we're doing an active recovery after our sessions as well. So whether that's taking the dog for a walk or getting out in the garden, make sure you're just doing some form of physical activity is really going to help with your recovery. All right, and we're finished
Awesome.
our card game. So once again, getting a drink in, make sure you're walking around, you're not standing still, and then we're going to do just a couple stretches, and then that's going to do us for DC Fit Live today.
Was that the warm-up or was that the workout?
Oh, that was actually the pre-warm-up.
Oh,
Now we're going to start with the proper warm-up. Janice didn't like that
I got
one.
to go home. I have to go home.
That's it, Nate. I think you're getting a bit too comfortable there.
Yeah.
All right. Right, so hamstring stretch is the first call by Brandon. So they're going to lead you through it. So when we're doing our hamstring stretch, if you can't quite get down to the soles of your feet, like these two guys, just grabbing onto your ankle or just part way down your calf and your shin as well.
Yeah. This year, Deadly Choices turns 10 years. It's been 10 years since we've been running Deadly Choices here at the Institute, and our school programs. Now we've moved into DC Fit, doing some amazing work, and it's great to see where we've come from to where we are now, and to give the we talk about leadership, how important that is, and I think if you're a way you're showing leadership in making our community healthy is maybe by doing some of these exercises, jumping in and maybe jumping out of your comfort zone and, posting up your photos and videos. Because we always say someone looks up to you, within our community. We always look up to our cousins or brothers or sisters, and we're all very tight. And if our brothers or sisters or cousins are doing these exercises and being involved in DC Fit, what are we going to do? So it's that chain reaction, and that is just going to be passed on, where we're all going to be doing these great exercises, keeping healthy, and if we preach these messages, we have to do the same. So great to see everyone tuning in and doing some of these exercises at home, and that's what we want to see.
There's absolutely a no shame in sharing your physical activity work as well. It's all about us at home are building a strong community around everyone else too. Also making sure that I'm sharing your exercise photo. If this is the first time you've done a program like DC Fit as well, I'm making sure that I'm sharing that, because that's going to help someone else who might have been 50-50, are not quite sure if it was the right program for them. What you can do, that can really help motivate other people out there as well. And you might not know that the impact you're going to have on someone else.
In their belly, just to get out there and give it a try, and that's maybe something all they need,
Yeah.
So yeah, as the guys stretch, we might finish up. Just say thank you very much, Brandon and Janice, for taking us through our session again today. It's been amazing. Tomorrow we've got Good Quick Tucker with Tori and Petro, but also another addition tomorrow, which is really exciting, is Deadly Kindies. So Deadly Kindies are going to do something, a special edition early in the morning, about 9:30. So get the kids around the TV. This is your chance to be around the TV or your phone or iPad and be involved in a Deadly Kindies session at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
That's it. And then DC Fit's going to be doing Pilates on Friday as well. So a bit of a different
thing.
To
that one.
Yeah. Bit more stretching, bit more core control as well. So if like a boot camp styled session's not your normal thing, Pilates is what we're going to be doing on Friday. So making sure that you're letting everyone else know about it too.
Too easy. All right, guys, everyone at home, thanks very much for tuning in. Please share the video, tag all your friends and family tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow, and stay deadly.